Good morning. Welcome to 306. No, this is not that. This is just for today. Just for today, let me focus on what I'm actually doing. How about that? Good morning, peoples. Ah, welcome to Just for Today. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at the Centers for Spiritual Living, Columbia, and Greater Baltimore. This is a time of eclectic reading, sharing of perspectives, whatever comes alive in you in response to the reading. And we do a brief meditation and then a prayer. So that's what this is all about. Today is April 4th. Nope, April 2nd. Maybe I should go back to bed and start over. Goodness. Holding it all lightly. So what called to me this morning was The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. And I opened it up, and it really starts in the middle of the reading about Speak to Us of Freedom. And here's what it offers us. In truth, that which you call freedom is the strongest of all these chains, though its links glitter in the sun and dazzle your eyes. And what is it but fragments of your own self you would discard that you may become free? If it is an unjust law you would abolish, that law was written with your own hand upon your own forehead. You cannot erase it by burning your law books, nor washing your foreheads of your judges, though you pour the sea upon them. And if it is a despot you would dethrone, see first that his throne erected within you is destroyed. And how can a tyrant rule the free and the proud but for a tyranny in their own freedom and a shame in their own pride? And if it is a care you would cast off, that care has been chosen by you rather than imposed upon you. And if it is a fear you would dispel, the seed of that fear is in your heart and not in the hand of the feared. Verily, all things move within your being in constant half-embrace, the desired and the dreaded, the repugnant and the cherished, the pursued and that which you would escape. These things move within you as lights and shadows in pairs that cling. And when the shadow fades and is no more, the light that lingers becomes a shadow to another light. And thus your freedom, when it loses its fetters, becomes itself the fetter of a greater freedom. Wow. It's just another, for me, what instantly comes to my awareness is it's just another person saying in another way what really seems to be the truth of life is that I'm responsible for all of it. I'm not responsible for someone else's behavior, but I'm responsible for what I am experiencing, how I'm interpreting, and what I'm doing with things. Another way that I've heard that said is that the freedoms the prisons we build in our own minds are the best prisons that exist because we have no idea we're in prison, so we make no effort to escape. And I hear a very similar thing in Khalil Gibran's work on freedom, that my struggle To be free, externalized, imprisons me because I've already decided that someone else is in charge of my freedom. And that reminds me of the journey of Viktor Frankl in the concentration camps in Germany. And through an unimaginably horrific period of time, he walked out of there. He was in there. He was free while he was in, because he understood. He came to understand. He came to embrace and embody that his freedom was to choose what he thinks, what he feels, what he believed. And so even though his body was imprisoned in a concentration camp, he was free. Nelson Mandela talks about the same thing. And so there are multiple examples that are available to us. I think the bigger question is, when or will we accept responsibility to do our own work, to be free? We already are. And it's cleaning up the thoughts that tell us that we're not. It's doing that shadow work. And, based on that last little line there, that, and when the shadow fades and is no more, the light that lingers becomes the shadow to another light, and thus your freedom, when it loses its fetters, becomes itself the fetter of a greater freedom. That it's a continuous process. And maybe that's the only reason that we're here, or one of the reasons that we're here in this physical body, is to be in this process of revealing our freedom. Not creating it, but revealing it, which means it's already there. We can't reveal something that isn't present. And so to really embrace that no matter what's happening in this physical realm, I'm already free. And then to do the work of revealing that freedom within me. Because in the truth of one, as I reveal it in me, it's available to you. What heals in one place heals every place. So that's what that reading sparks in me. Anything for you? Thoughts that you would like to share? Perspectives you would like to share? You're welcome to do so in the chat, either now while we're live or later while you're watching it. Maybe in the privacy of your own journal. I get that posting things on this public chat might be not ideal for some people. So if you want to share your perspective, and you don't want to do it on the chat, it just occurs to me right now, you can send me an email at revrafe@columbiacsl.com, and I'm happy to engage with you there. So I'm available to serve. And so now let's go into our time of meditation. I invite you to remember that meditation is a practice. There's no trophy for doing it right. There's no reward other than the outcome of the practice. And so I invite you to simply be present with what is, to enter this time with no agenda and just be for the next 5 minutes. Here we go. one power, one substance, one unnameable, changeless source that creates out of itself to express itself. One whole, perfect, and complete creation. One God, one Buddha, one Allah, one Great Spirit. By whatever name we use to reference it, it is beyond the limitation of a name. It is infinite possibility. It is everything that has ever existed in form. It is everything that exists in form today and everything that ever will exist in form. It is timeless, every moment of creation happening in the eternal now. It is eternal. Having no beginning, it can have no end. It simply is. Its only desire to express. And it expresses an individualized, one of a kind, never to be repeated expressions of itself. I am that. All life is that. What is true of one is true of all. Each expressing an individualized desire of creation to experience itself. So no two expressions are alike. No two expressions ever in competition. No one greater than the other. No one more significant than another. Each simply a desire of creation to express. And being made out of it, each expression of creation must contain it. Literally made of it. So I claim and affirm, I remember, I recognize, I own that all that the divine is, all that creation is, all that life is, lives, moves, and has its being as its creation, as me. And so there is no thing outside of me to seek for, to effort for, but rather everything within me to reveal, to realize, to make real in my experience. Remembering that as I remember the truth of me, I instantly know the truth of all. One whole, complete, perfect creation expressing an exquisite diversity and multiplicity. That is the truth of life. So I claim and affirm the ability within me to respond. The ability within me to be free by owning, by taking responsibility for every thought that I am less free. I own and heal those thoughts that reveal the truth that I am free, I was born free, I was born out of freedom. So I am freedom expressed. So I am in intentional, purposeful, open-minded, willing, and honest about all of the human noise, the human thought that tell me I am less than free. And I continuously heal, neutralize those thoughts to reveal the innate freedom that I am, to reveal the innate freedom that all life is. No longer willing to persecute while I refuse persecution. I understand that to persecute is to persecute myself. There is no separation. And so I claim and affirm healing with every breath, with every thought, revealing more love, more life, more light, facing the shadows in love, neutralizing the thought that creates them, that is expressing as them, stepping deeper and deeper into the light of truth. And knowing that desire felt is a desire fulfilled, a word spoken is a word fulfilled. I celebrate the activity of law, the doer of creation. It simply receives the desire, the idea, and makes it so. And so I know it is already complete. And I release the restriction of the very idea of time and space and hold fast the truth that it's already done. So I move through this day in an attitude of expectancy with no expectation, of expectancy that it is done, so that my eyes are open to see the manifestation, looking for nothing specific and open to everything being revealed. I let go. I let go of a scripted outcome. I let go of the idea that the human me even needs to control an outcome. And as I release that, I anchor deeper in faith, the belief in things not seen. I let go because I trust. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.